St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association have taken the bull by the horn to restore the dignity and glory of St. Teresa's College, Okeado, Ibadan.
Before now, the alumni was just Lagos, sometimes Ibadan, then sometimes Abeokuta.
But it will die, it will come up, it will die. I witnessed it with Sister Agnes while I was teaching in the school. Immediately we had Otumba Ranti Koiki, things started changing.
The new STCOGA became a body to reckon with in 2013 when Sister Agnes commissioned me to look into the affairs of the alumni and probably do something. And it is that something that has brought us here.
STCOGA UK was started initially by some elderlies, which included Mrs. Ogunleye, who was the first president of the United Kingdom, STOGA, and followed by Auntie Bumi Alabi, a lawyer. And we also had other elderlies like Mrs. Ojo, who was the secretary for Mrs. Ogunleye at that time. You had Mrs. Araba, and headed by the president, who is obviously Ms. Pedro at this time.
The alumni has been on the background until 2013 when Mrs. Ranti Koiki came to the UK. We all gathered at a restaurant in Southeast London
to discuss how we will build up and go forward.
And that was exactly how we all started. And it's all been a very wonderful journey so far.
STOGA Lagos has gone through a rebirth. It's culminated in the first meeting of STOGA Lagos as it is today. I think that was in July. And since then, STOGA Lagos has grown from just, I think, 10 members to over 40. And as a matter of fact, we had our end of year party, 4th of December, which was also the birthday of one of the founding members of STOGA Lagos, Lady Ophelia Amenechi. She hosted us to our 87th birthday party and our end of year Christmas party. But it was awesome. We had more than 40 members in attendance.
STCOGA Abuja chapter came into existence on Sunday, 30th of March 2014. The inauguration took place in the residence of the then Minister of Agriculture, Chief Audu Ogbe, and his wife is our next Teresian, Mrs. Justina Ogbe. I remember then, Otumba Ranti Koiki, the national president with our team, traveled all the way to Abuja, and it was very, very impressive because they came in large numbers. And so at that inauguration, the very first coordinator of the Abuja chapter was selected. We had Princess Loretta Adesua Osime as the first coordinator of the Abuja chapter of STCOGA, and our vice was Mrs. Bukola Enabu. We also had some other ESCO members that came to, they were also selected. That was the first set of ESCO members.
St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association. Our own team, our own ESCO is the third ESCO. The first ESCO, we had Otumba Ranti Koiki as a state and national president. I happened to be a deputy for some time. So that was the first set of the St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association, ESCO. The second set were Barrister Tayo Ladipo led EXCO, while we are the third. and Barrister Oladipo is now the national president. So we are the third, and we came into office October 31st, 2021.
STCOGA, meaning St. Teresa's College All Girls Association North America, actually started on the 17th of January 2017. It was officially inaugurated in May of 2019, right before COVID. We started with just about 4 members, and then it grew and grew and grew. And right now, our membership is now approaching about 100. We have 3 countries involved, which is USA, Canada, and Mexico. But right now, we don't have members in Mexico, but we have a lot from Canada, and most of us are here in the United States, and we're all widespread. The association was officially incorporated in April of 2019. We have a 5-member board of trustees, and we don't have national executives yet, and which is the next thing we're trying to do. I believe at the reunion coming up in March, we should be able to bring in our first executives. But right now, the association has been organized and run by the Board of Trustees, which I am a member of.
I became the national president in 2013 and was president for 6 years. And in 2019, HD Wise took over from me as president for a year, thereabout. And after then, Ms. Tayo Ladipo, she's been our president from 2020 to date, and the alumni have been waxing stronger.
We had a gathering of over 200 women who took off from Ibadan and went to Ilorin for the AGM, where we were hosted by the then governor and, of course, his wife, who was an ex-Teresian. We also had a gala to mark our 88th anniversary. The whole Ibadan was agog with Teresian. We are represented everywhere. Recently, one of us who is a member of the federal government, Honorable Abike Dabiri, was conferred with a federal award. We had a representation there with the Abuja people. They were fully on ground.
We've been able to create a global world of girls who attended St. Teresa's College and are relating together regardless of age, class, pedigree. So the synergy is great.
This is a revolution.
Well, I would like to thank the Old for keeping such a vibrant association alive.
and white.
Up
Up
school.
school.
Up school.
Up school.